A view of the town. Madness, yes. Dumfries. X series, do you know the name of the song? Right. Welcome aboard this 9F mixed goods train to Kingmore. You must head out quickly to avoid disrupting an express passenger service behind you. We will be checking your timetable as you pass through each station on the way. Right, I'm limited to 45. Let's get that into full. Let's drop that. It's a shame that that doesn't work. We'll start putting down a bit of sand and we'll open that, and just before we move we'll give that a toot, and I think we'll come out for a minute. Hey JV, welcome back. We are just moving off. We need some lights on this as well. I was wondering whether or not you'd spot Scotsman. Hey, lorry driver, welcome. Right, we now need to start moving. Let's put the brakes into running. I don't know if I can say that I particularly like it more or less with the sound pack. Right, let's come to here. We have the 45 limit. You say, forget the express behind me, my train is more important. My train is a lot more important. It's a 9F with new sounds. Glorious and wonderful sounds from a 9F. I don't know, I'm not 100% sold on it. X series, they're from Steam Sound Supreme. One of the things that I do like with this though is that when you're in the cab you can control the whistle by controlling that. Well, that's good. I'm carrying fuel, am I? Well, it doesn't matter if he hits us then. Oh, we don't need to keep standing. Right, we're almost up to our 45 speed. Nice. I think I've got a mix. I've got some fuel here, some coal, and I can't see what's at the back. Back 5. Further pass. Right, we can use up some of this steam again. Right, there we go. We're at top whack. Let's keep her open. Find where we need to be just to keep the power on. I think it's 11, so if we move it up to 13, that should put that back into the 45. Indeed it does. Oh, Scotsman's firing, is he? Them wheels are going round pretty quick. In fact, they're going round so quick you can barely see the rods. Right, let's get some coal on, ready for the climb out of racks. Chris, how's Jill? Right, that'll do. We do have a hill in a couple of minutes' time. We should start seeing it on the hood in a minute. Right, you're making good time. Continue towards Ruthwell Platform 1. No, maybe I called it up a little too early. You can see the hill, it's there. She's fine playing Asphalt 8 on Android Tablet 6. Nice. All those numbers. Right, we don't want to speed. Back 5. Just easing off the speed a little bit. Let's get a bit more on. We can get some water on as well. We've got the steam to do it. You can see here's the climb, look. It's only a 1 in 152 anyway. It's not that much of a climb. I was always sure it was steeper than that. we are speeding a little. So let's shut off. We can open up again now. New Pacer to York Part 2 on Workshop. Nice, Chris. Thinking of scenarios, I've done a load of printing today for me to be able to make better scenarios in future. Which I shall be trying out on my latest scenario when I get round to finishing it. Hey Chris, to the Chris, welcome. Right, we are losing boiler pressure, but I don't care because we're about to reach the top of this hill. It's 55 minutes. I might have a look at it at some point. Nelsam, how are you? There we go. We've crested the hill into idle. Red Sly, good evening. Welcome. We're approaching Ruthwell. We've got a bit of a downhill into Ruthwell. Well, the gradients on this certainly aren't as steep as the gradients on my line, are they? Oh, we're in the train. I think that's about time for a snappity snap. Yes. Let's come back out to my favourite view. Chris, Brennan, Nelson, hello. Hello everybody, right, we're coming through Ruthwell platform. We can pick up a little bit of speed. The more speed that we get now, the more time we have to climb the bank into Kingway. You're still on time, carry on to Cummer Trees platform 2. Let's get some coal on again. I've let it drop a little bit. So what do you guys reckon to the sounds? Can you guys tell the difference? Does it sound remarkably different? Does it sound more realistic, a bit less realistic? I like that. And that one. Yeah. Back up to speed. Don't need any more coal on. We've got a bit of flat now until we get in towards the Nan. Has the smoke changed as well? I don't think so. I think it is just the sounds. Ian Foxley, hello, welcome. Just took a look at the Steam Sound Supreme site. They have a IVAT 4MT. Yes, they do. Or is that them advertising the digital traction one? I think it might be them doing the digital traction one. For those guys who are saying it's fine, I'm on about the engine sounds. Do they sound different? Can you notice the difference between this sound and what it was before? Right, I need to get a bit more coal on. Just using off again. Right, Come Cheese is coming up. Back on the flat. There's no mention of oh, okay. It may be one that they've got, because they have got one or two of their own engines, etc. Sounds like the loco has a softer note to it. Yeah, it's probably very, very subtle. Black 5 on some MT cattle wagons. Right, we're going to get another message. No delays reported from the passenger service, and on platform 1 is your next checkpoint. What route is this? This is the Western Lines of Scotland. Fantastic Western Lines. Oh, that was a good one. I like that one. Chris, this is one of the DTG scenarios that comes with it. That comes with the engine, not with the route. You must drive. Oh, X Series, you must drive this route. You really, really must. It's fantastic. Jill just told you off for putting a fork in the wrong place in the cutlery drawer. You said to it was there for aesthetics. I like it. I might use that one. Sounds like a steam locomotive, but you would not know it's a 9F. One steam sounds much. Yeah. No, Sam, I'm not so sure if I'm in the same boat. I probably am. Right, who said X series? You have all of this. So we started here, and we're now coming through this bit, and we're going to end at Kingmore, which is here. But that's not even a third of the route. You have all of this. A lot of people find this branch line quite useful. That's quite popular. So's this bit, which is branch line. This bit in the middle here doesn't tend to get a lot of looking, so you might want to do something through there. Castle Douglas to Dumfries to Newton to Stewart. But yeah, have a go. It's one of those routes that never quite stops giving. And Keith Ross made it, and it is really well made. I just look at it in awe of like the skill that must have gone into making this. Right, Morpeth for the 45, and then we have a drop to 30. Or do we drop to 30 because we're freight? I'm not quite sure. Either way, we're just gonna drop a little bit. I think 45 is fine, to be honest with you. You'll give it a run tomorrow, good one. Okay, it was 30 if we were crossing. That's fine, we can get back up to speed. Train on the bridge. Can't miss train on my favourite bridge. I love that bridge. I want to see if I can make something similar in my route. And there's another one over there. Oh, that's great. Brilliant. Basketball Sap, thank you very much for the host. The host with the most. Right, we can close that. Let's get back on board. Excellent driving. East Riggs is just around the corner. There's coal loaders, freight loaders. Yep. I've never actually... I need to write a scenario with some of the coal loaders and freight loaders. And one of the things that he does that is brilliant... we got this running nicely. Let's come to here. Let's just have a look. So for example, if we come to this siding here, it actually tells you what goes there. So this is an oil siding. It's not just a siding or an ICI. This is an oil siding. So you can plan that, but you look at that and you think, oh, I'm going to run an oil train down into there. Or if we come down to say, I know there's one down here. So you come down here. You've got your general goods sidings, but then you've got up here petroleum sidings. So again, you think, right, well in that case then I'm going to bring some oil from the oil siding up here, wherever it was, and I'm going to bring it down to here. And there you have, I might write that. And so it's one of those maps that you look at the map and you get your scenario ideas. It's brilliant, I love it. And of course, it's a steam route, and what isn't there to love about a British steam route? Right, we're tanking the boiler, but I don't care right now. We've got boiler to spare. If I come into here, ooh, nice fire. Oh, I can't look behind me. Well, that's a bit of a pain. And you can't really see out of there either. The only thing I don't like about this engine is I don't like this tender. I much prefer the D tender rather than the A. The roundy one. Oh, we're speeding. Slow down. Whistle. White meat, good evening. Very clever through and through. It is very clever through and through. To anyone who said hi, your chat broke. Irascible, hello, welcome. Right, we're coming through East Riggs Military Depot. So if you've got the S160 or the Q or the Bulliard, Q something or other, they've got tanks in, which means you can put tank trains around here, which is brilliant. CK, thank you very much for the host. The hostess with the mostest. Won't make good evening. Irascible Sap. How's your scenario doing, Irascible? Oh, East Riggs up Main. Time's still on your side. Continue towards Gretna Green. I know time's still on my side. I'm like 2 minutes ahead of time. Right, we've got more than enough on that. Just putting the cosmetics in there. I find that the hardest bit. The most fun bit is planning where the train is going to be and getting it to a drivable state. I find the hardest bit putting in all the AI and all the other stuff. Whoa, safeties! Wow, they're loud. Right, they're going to go off again in a second. The most fun bit is watching people fail at them. I've not tried. Well, actually, yeah, no, I have tried that. I gave Matt one of my scenarios, and it was hilarious. He didn't prepare his boiler for a big 1 in 50 climb. Haha. Wonder if I'm going to try the tornado scenario. It's in my list to get, but there's a whole load of stuff that I don't have for it, I think. That I need to have a look at. That's also true, basketball. What type of cosmetics are you talking about? Are you on about adding in extra assets and stuff? You heard that Scotsman got stuck up a hill in Somerset and had to get another steam engine to help push. He wasn't on a goods train at the time, was he? Right, we've lost speed. We've lost a lot of speed. Let's move. Captain Con at Harrison who's got. Yes, that's the one. I knew it got something that I couldn't use. Right, we're coming in towards Gretna Green now. I have no idea. I've not been watching signals for the past goodness knows how long. People at stations, on bridges, animals in fields, that kind of thing. I find specifically for animals in fields, the asset blocks can be quite handy. But then I don't always use them. Right, that one's off. I only really tend to put people in if they're really needed. I should actually add more people to my scenarios than I do. Teen Slipper, hello and welcome. Oh, and setting fire to skips. Well, I've set fire in one of mine to like the whole of the, in fact, we go past the vegetation I set fire to. Just like a whole load of vegetation down by the side of the track is burning. Over another river. Beautiful. Would I consider making a holiday camp station terminus on my route? Are you on about next to the holiday camp that I've got? Or are you on about another holiday camp somewhere else? Right, the distance is off, which is good. It's telling me I've got a speed reduction to 15 though, but that's not come up on here. There's a reduction to 40. Jenkins Holiday Camp. This is the West Lines of Scotland Port Road. I think we can actually just run that out. By not driving, we'll get that down to 40. Got to go back for dinner, be back in a bit, not a problem, irascible. Somewhere else with a subway from terminal under a main road. Maybe, sounds like a good idea. Chris, whisper me exactly what it is that you're thinking, and then I can tell you exactly whether or not it's something that we're looking at doing. Howdy hi. Oh gosh, yeah. Howdy ho, Jellybean. Right, Kingmore lies just ahead of you. Bring the train to a halt outside of the yard. I don't know why we couldn't take it into the reception sidings like we're supposed to. Right, the advanced is off, which is good. That means that we have access through to the main line. Unless something drastically changes between us being here and round there. Right, that's green. According to this, we're going to be exactly 4 minutes early into Kingmore, which is how I like it. Right, now this is a time especially to get the boiler sorted. We're going to need a lot of boiler to get up this 25 and then up this 60. Which goes back to 45. Because of the 25 here. Do I have bridges missing? Not that I know to. You shouldn't have, because it should have come with them all as part of the route. Right, we're now braking for that 25. We're going to brake quite sharply for it as well. We're going to brake a lot sharper than that. Let's get some sun down. Come on. No, not in time. No, there goes my perfect score. Oh, I was on a perfect score. It might be, Chris. I know that the scenery quality does affect it. Haha. Well, there was a wheel slip and a half. Right, we got that back. No. Let's put down some sand. Let's get this working again. Steam loco, it is train driving, I love it. Mallard Videos, hello and welcome. Well, let's not do that then. We've got a lot of pressure, which is good. Let me change the texture quality. Put it on max, yep. Did he do a good job of firing? Yeah, he was alright. Right, we're almost back up to our 45 limit. I think I've got everything on full on mine. If I turn that off, will we spin? Yes. Whoa, that went. I kind of want to do that again just for the fun of it. Right, watch the wheels. Watch the wheels. That's actually quite funny. Right, I know that we've got a reduction in speed before the climb. And this is one that I have to get right, because if not I've got to come all the way back to here to be able to charge it again. Can I do donuts too? That is a little bit difficult. Right, we're braking early. Because I need to go through that at 20. If I don't, I've got no chance of the hill. Right, and then I think that the distance should do the rest. Right, we've got a single yellow. How about a wheelie? I do a fair Jaffa cake. Donuts on a turntable. Yeah, I guess that you could do donuts on a turntable. Right, there's 20 starts at the bridge. So we can drop that now. And that should see us into 20. Good. Put that back to running. We've got a reasonable boiler, not as good as I'd like it. See if the blower will help. Yes, it will. I can perch my truck on barriers. I'm brilliant at it. Ha ha ha! Right, there we go. Are we ready for this climb? This is what this scenario is about, is this bit. Let's get out so I can watch the wheels. Speeding, which is good because we just have to shut it off a little bit and then we won't be speeding anymore. Gosh, we're pulling up the bank. Nice, I like it. There we go, we're now getting the weight of the train behind us. Right, the full train is now on this one in 26. Come and see the spectacle yourself live every Thursday on Jenks TV. Jenks TV, I like it. We are actually climbing this and speeding up. I've got to pull back. That is brilliant. Right, we've got to stop. Did you guys just hear that? Lovely power, indeed it is. When driven right, it's fantastic. Right, we need to get the loco over the hump. Come on. We've got time. Close that we can get to this signal whilst we're moving. There we go. We're now accelerating under the weight of the train, which is a good place to stop. Because the reason why I've done that is so then we've got very little on this actual bank. And we've got more train on the flat. Makes it easier to pull away again next time. Good job, driver. As soon as the signal clears, these goods will be catalogued in Kingmore Yard before continuing their journey. And there we go. 1, 2, sliver!